Today is Thursday, the 16th of May, 2019. I'm Keith Warr, and welcome to another episode of Homeless in Titusville. And today I'm being joined by, what is your name, ma'am?
Vanessa Harrison.
And what is your name, sir?
Michael Harrison.
Michael Harrison. And how old are you, Michael?
33.
You're 33, and how old are you?
34.
34. And how long have you guys been homeless on the streets?
Since last Friday.
So this is new?
Yeah.
Before that, did you own a home? Did you rent a home?
No, we actually lost our home during Irma. And
2 years ago.
We were pretty much staying with friends and family, and
so really, legally, technically, you've been homeless since Hurricane Irma. Because if you've been couch surfing and staying with friends and stuff, that's still homeless. You've been homeless.
Staying in hotels from time to time.
Wow. And do you guys have any children?
We have 4 kids.
You do. And those 4 kids, were they living with you guys at the time of the hurricane?
No, just the one.
Just one. Okay. And how old are your children?
12, 7, 6, and 5.
Wow. So that's a house full. That's a lot of kids. A lot of kids.
3 of them, if they were any closer in age, you'd swear they were triplets.
Boys, girls?
2 boys, 2 girls.
2 boys, 2 girls. Okay. And are you guys legally married, or are you guys?
Yes.
Yes, you're legally married.
Uh-huh.
And how many years have you guys been married?
8.
8 years.
This year.
Oh, okay. Wow. And where did you grow up?
I grew up in Orlando, Florida.
Okay. And how about you, Michael? Where did you grow up? Kind of all over the place.
Yes.
Central Florida.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mostly Central Florida.
Okay. And what was your life like growing up, Michael? How did you grow up?
Let's see. I had to deal with what really got me is everything was going fine until I found out that my mom had spinal cancer and breast cancer.
And how old were you when your mom came down with cancer?
15, I believe.
15. And how about your dad? What was the situation with your dad?
Well,
He never really knew his dad.
yeah.
Never really knew your dad. And you were telling me that you bounced around in foster care.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, each one, I always got abused and all that. I had to deal with cracked ribs, broken ribs.
And how old were you the first time you went into foster care?
4.
4 years old. Wow. And your dad, you were telling me that your dad was in the Marine Corps. And that your dad's military service is the cause of his death, and you receive a small amount of benefits every month because of that, and you get that for the rest of your life, correct? And you get some health care through that? Okay. So I'm going to have Vanessa do most of the talking for Michael, because he has had a trach. Over the past 2 years, he had pneumonia and stuff after the hurricane. So what kind of employment have you guys had over the course of the marriage? Like, how have you guys supported yourselves?
When we lived with my dad in Georgia, he was working in a steel mill.
12-hour shifts. They usually switch from 6 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock at night.
And did that pay pretty good?
Yeah, I did.
That's good.
I also did some overtime. It's just a little box, just open it up and see the parts in there.
Mm-hmm. And did you enjoy that kind of work? Did you like it? Yeah.
Oh yeah. My boss loved me so much.
He likes doing manual labor.
Yeah, because here's the thing. It's like, okay, there was a Navy SEAL that was supposed to help me.
Mm-hmm.
Here's when he says going to the bathroom.
Okay.
Never came back.
Yeah, never came back, man.
Never came back.
He never came back.
Yeah, hey, my boss was like,
Where'd your help go?
Shit.
Wow.
I said, he freaking screwed me. That's what the fuck.
Okay. So tell me about where are the kids right now? The kids homeless on the streets with you guys right now, or?
No, my oldest son and my youngest daughter are with my mom in Volusia County. Our second son was legally adopted by my cousin, and our oldest daughter was legally adopted by my dad and our stepmom.
And when's the last time you guys have seen the children?
We saw our oldest and youngest last week?
Yeah.
We saw them last Tuesday, had a really nice visit with them.
And where do you get to see them? Where do you visit with them at?
That last week I had to go to my mom's.
And this is, who sets these visits up?
DCF.
DCF, okay. So they kind of pick and dictate where you get to see the kids.
Yeah.
And for how long and how many
Yes.
days a week and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was screwed this, yeah.
Right, right. So tell me a little bit about Michael's health. What is his health like today? Like, does he have any serious conditions?
He has his good days and he has his bad days. Some days he just wants to sleep, and some days he's a ball full of energy.
But why is it, like, what kind of illnesses does he have?
Unfortunately, after he was on life support for almost 3 months, I found out that November that he was HIV positive. I've been tested several times and I've came back negative.
So I mean, that's
Well, thank God, because you don't want to deal with what I'm doing.
right.
Because here's the thing, I ain't no freaking dying. And that's not gonna stop me. I got her to take care of, I got my kids to take care of. As long as I take care of my body, I'll guarantee I can survive longer than I can.
But how do you take care of your body? For instance, are you on medication? Do you get medication for your HIV status?
Well, it's like it costs what, like $2,000 just for.
And just for what he's supposed to take costs $2,000, and his insurance will only pay so much, and then the rest of it we've got to pay out of pocket. And with that $883, we can't even afford it.
From the VA. The 883 comes from the VA.
Yeah.
So basically, you can't afford to live. I mean, really.
No.
And you're trying to stay healthy for your children and for her.
Yep.
But I mean, like, what I don't understand is where that money would come from for the medication, and then where your money would come from for a place to live, for food, clothing, insurance.
Well, I know one thing. Though.
And what's that?
I already know I don't got that much time. I already know that.
Has anyone told you don't have that much time?
He's figured it out. He figured that out a long time ago.
And
yeah, but I don't get my medicine. I know it's gonna. I know I will. Yeah, I know that, but $2 grand.
Just for one prescription.
and that's for like what, a month's supply of medicine?
Yeah.
And
But here's the thing, I can't afford it because I only get $800 something.
right. And are you healthy enough to work?
Well,
No.
I could probably work at McDonald's like I used to, and Taco Bell.
So minimum wage jobs.
Yep.
I mean, nothing that you. I mean, you can't survive on that money.
Nope.
You can't raise a family on it.
Nope.
That's got to be
It's hard.
really tough. Yeah.
You know, and
Tell me about
because the states deemed him permanently disabled,
And now
and he requires 24-hour care.
So he's disabled, but he can't get Social Security disability on top of his VA payments. Meaning they've
Correct.
told you that he gets the maximum, even if they, give him disability, Social Security disability, that won't improve the money.
No.
The money will stay the same.
Yep.
Wow.
Either way, it's like really, I don't really care about the money, but it is coming. It comes in handy.
Yeah, but we all need money.
I know.
Exactly.
Food costs money.
I know, but it's you know, it's like let's see, I just forgot.
We all need money to survive. I mean, that's just a reality of life, you know.
Yeah.
And how about yourself? What is your health like? Have you been able to work or?
Taking care of him, I'm really not able to.
And I've been with you guys for a while now, and I know that he has not taken any kind of substance or drank or anything. Is
Nope.
he?
Only time I drank is when we had an anniversary of Red Lobster.
That's it.
Is his mental status kind of always like this? Is he kind of? This
Yeah.
seems like his normal. You know.
Yeah, like I said, he has his good days and he has his bad days. Most
Yeah,
of the
it
time he
sucks.
just sleeps, you know, because he also has PTSD, dementia, anxiety, depression,
Did you
Yeah,
say paranoid schizophrenia too?
paranoid,
Dementia-
schizophrenia.
Dementia's a bitch. Sorry, my language.
It's all right. Hey, be yourself. What about the medications for the mental illness, for the dementia and the paranoid schizophrenia? When's the last time he's had any of the medication?
The last time was about 2 weeks ago. Was when he just ran out, and those prescriptions had no refills. It was
Nope.
just the 30-day supply.
And how were you affording those?
Those his insurance actually fully covered,
Okay.
so there was no copay out of that, no out-of-pocket pay for that.
So is it possible for him to be able to get refills on those medications and start those up again? Because it's going to make your
as
life
soon as
increasingly difficult if he doesn't get those medicines.
He has to have doctor's approval.
I know, but I mean, he really needs those medications because, as you know, his mental status will deteriorate, and you won't be able to control.
Well, luckily he's got an appointment next week with the doctor, so.
Is that something local here in the Titusville? Like, meaning, will you have an issue with transportation getting there?
No, luckily his insurance also covers transportation for doctor's appointments and stuff like that.
Okay. Wow.
It's mainly the HIV meds that I worry about because, you know, those are out of pocket and we just can't afford them.
I don't know.
Yeah, people wonder like, how come you haven't taken HIV meds? I'm like, are you gonna throw me a couple grand? No.
Right.
Okay then.
So let me ask you a little bit of a personal question for people wondering at home. You said that you've came out negative. So what does that mean? Does that mean you guys don't have a physical relationship anymore?
Not like we used to.
No. Because here's the thing.
He doesn't want to risk me getting sick because I'm the only one that takes care of him.
I just can't. Because I really hate myself if I actually gave it to her. Because HIV ain't something to mess with.
Right. Wow. I mean,
It's just like stress. It's a slow killer.
yeah. I mean, this is stressful. You guys, his health, his mental illness, and then on top of that, you guys being homeless for over 2 years, really. I know you've been sleeping rough outside since last Friday, but and where have you found to sleep? Are you guys sleeping in the woods? And I don't want you to give a specific location because I do not want anyone to harass you. But like, tell me, are you sleeping outside? Are you sleeping behind a gas station, a picnic table?
We sleep where we can.
Yeah.
We sleep where we can.
And how do you guys feed yourself? Like, where does your food come from? How do you eat on a daily basis?
Yesterday we went up to North Brevard Charities and they gave us some food, and my food stamps reloaded on the 11th, but that was only $64.
Yeah.
Between two people, $64
Yep.
a month.
But next month it's gonna be a little bit more.
Yeah,
And you say a little bit more. How much is a little bit more?
$137 because before my daughter was taken by DCF, not only were we getting her SSI, but we were also getting his VA. And then they combined both incomes and dropped us down to $64.
Right.
And now that she was taken by DCF, there goes at least a third of the income. And they raised it up to $137 now because it's just his income.
Wow. And why did DCF take her?
When we were staying with his ex, the house was always a mess. Apparently there was criminal and drug related activities going on that we really didn't know about.
We didn't really give a shit. That wasn't our.
Because you had nowhere else to stay. I mean,
yeah,
you had
we
no
had
choice.
nowhere else to stay. You know, and she invited us to stay. You know, and help her out with the bills and everything.
It's like shit.
And that just
the way I
went
see it,
downhill.
We should have stayed where we were at.
And where were you? Where was that?
We were staying in Bithlo in a gutted out camper that had no electricity and no water, but we were still able to go into the main house, take showers, cook food.
Yep.
Yeah.
And even though the showers were cold, because
Shower's a shower.
yeah,
Whether it's hot or cold, the shower's a shower.
it works either way.
Yeah, right. I hear, and that's how you were having to raise your daughter, huh? And did she have a normal, like, did she go to school on a daily basis and stuff like that?
Yeah, in Bithlo, she went to school on a daily basis.
Yeah.
VPK.
Had friends and a kind of normal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, she went to VPK.
Yeah, she went to Bithlo Head Start. She loved her teacher.
How about help? Have you guys gone to any official places? You mentioned North Brevard Sharing Center.
Yeah, we've been to North Brevard Charities. When we were still in Cocoa, we went to the Central Brevard Sharing Center, got a hot meal and a shower there. And
What have they said about help? Like, are you on a waiting list? Do you qualify? Did you not qualify?
we've called around to all the shelters in Brevard, all the way down to
Right, because
Melbourne.
there's nothing here in Titusville. First of
Yeah.
all, there's nothing.
There's nothing in Titusville. But we've called around to all the shelters and they're all full.
Right. And then the other thing that I've noticed that the shelters do is they split couples up. And if you have
Yeah.
children with you, the women and the kids go one place and the men go the other. They split families up. They're not about keeping the families together. Generally speaking.
which I
That's
think
not all
is-
shelters, but that's
It's general,
right.
you know, but I think that's complete BS, you know.
It is.
The families should be able to stick together, you know, not moms and kids go to one place and dads go to the other and you can't really meet in the middle.
And how about okay, so both of his parents are dead. And how about your parents? Are your parents still living? And
Yeah, my mom lives in Volusia County. She's
does.
taking care of my oldest son who's autistic and my youngest daughter who's also autistic.
And what about your mom's financial situation? Like, is she a wealthy person?
She's middle class.
So she's really, with raising the two children, she's really kind of not in a position to help you guys also?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which seems increasingly the norm, you know, that people don't have money, you know, people just don't make a living wage. How about your father? Is your father still living?
My dad's still living. He lives out of state.
And does he know that you're homeless?
No.
No. What do you think he would say if he did know that you were homeless?
He'd probably kick my ass.
So he wouldn't offer any help, but you think he would have something nasty and mean to say about it?
No, I'm not really sure. I mean, because he and my stepmom are raising my oldest daughter.
Oh, okay.
So they're kind of raising a little me.
Yeah.
It's like raising me all over again.
Right. And I noticed, you know, you're not in the greatest of physical health. Have you filed for disability yourself, or? No?
No.
And do you require any medications on a daily basis?
No.
You don't? No. He's the main one.
He's
that
my
does.
main concern other than getting my youngest daughter back.
And where do you think your next meal will come from? What are you guys going to do for dinner? Have you thought that far ahead, or?
Luckily, I did think that far ahead. And I did manage to save some food stamps and bought a pack of hot dogs for dinner tonight.
Okay.
So we're going to try to get a fire started on one of the grills later on.
Yeah. Wow. And what do you think your way out of this is? Like, do you see an end to this? Do you see some help? Are you waiting for some help? Is there something that you think may come along?
Honestly, at this point, I don't know.
So no one's given no faith-based place. The state or the county hasn't given you any kind of hope or help of any kind.
Not really.
I don't know.
I mean, every time I talk to my friends on Facebook, through Facebook Messenger, I keep them updated on how I'm doing and, let them know, hey, guess what? I'm still alive.
Yeah.
They're just always telling me, well, keep your head up. Things will get better. It's like, yeah, maybe for you, but.
Right. Yeah. So tell me about arrests. Do either one of you have any kind of criminal background?
He does more than me,
Yeah.
but.
Is his stuff kind of related to the schizophrenia and stuff? Because schizophrenia.
No, it was mainly just
generally
dumb. It was mainly just dumb decisions when he was younger.
Okay. So just in his late
Yeah.
teens, early 20s,
Yeah.
dumb stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I robbed the Amscot.
Oh.
I
And
didn't see any of that money.
how old were you when that happened?
He was 21.
Yeah.
Wow. Young and foolish. You thought that would be a quick way to
here's the
change.
thing. But here's the thing. There was no bullets in the chamber. I just did that to scare the shit out of somebody. And next
He
thing
thought it would be a fun, practical joke.
Yep.
Not good. Not good, my friend. Wow.
Yeah, I did some time.
Yeah. Wow. And now, schizophrenics generally go in and out of jail. Is that like a concern? That would be my concern, to get him on his medication for his mental health,
It is, because, that's why I keep a close eye on him and make sure he doesn't wander off.
Yeah.
Because the last time he got paranoid, he was calling me at 3 o'clock in the morning saying that he was being lit up like a Christmas tree and there was a pig behind him.
Well, there was actually a pig behind me, actually.
Okay.
That bitch was going. I'm like, dude, if you're gonna attack me, I'm gonna have you for dinner.
He was just paranoid that night.
Oh, so let me ask you about clothes. Do you guys have clothing right now? Do you have many outfits, or you?
When we went to the North Brevard Charities yesterday, they gave us a clothing voucher, and we got a few outfits.
Okay. What's the number one thing you guys are struggling with right now on the street? Besides somewhere that you need to stay, what's the next thing that's like a high priority for you?
Right now, for me, it's getting a shower.
Getting a shower.
Because I hate having my hair all grungy like this.
Yeah. Wow. And how about you?
Same here.
Same
He
there.
needs a shower too.
Same there. All right. Well, look, I really appreciate you guys sharing your story and letting us know, what things are like here on the streets for you. I would imagine you guys haven't had any contact with the police yet,
No,
any trespasses or any of that kind of stuff.
no.
Well, these cops out here don't really care. They'll let you. All you gotta do is explain the situation. As long as you make no problems in the park,
Right.
you're okay. But as soon as you make up a scene, they're gonna trespass here.
You're gone.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, is there anything else that you would like to say, or any messages you have for any friends or family or anyone that sees this? Is there anything you want anyone to know about your situation? We
No,
pretty much
just-
covered it all, or?
Everything's pretty much been covered.
Okay, all right.
You know,
All right.
if my mom sees this, give my kids a hug and a kiss for me.
Yeah. This is heartbreaking stuff. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. I really feel for you guys. I really do. You guys seem like really good people, and you just need some kind of break. Hey, listen, if like me this bothers you, and you have a solution, you know of a program, you know of some kind of help out there, please don't hesitate to leave a comment on the YouTube channel. I do check those every once in a while. Or you can become a member of a Facebook page called Homeless in Titusville. I'm going to have them join as well. You can leave a comment there, a suggestion, or like I said, a program or a contact of somebody that you know can help these people. You guys are welcome to friend me too personally on Facebook at KEITHWOHR. And until next time, may you be just as blessed as you have blessed others. And thanks for watching.